Happiness, so good to see you. This video, we are going to look at the last day of March as we head into this week, the first entrance into April. That is not quite the month of April according to the Chinese calendar. It is getting interesting, friends. So, welcome. My name is Lydia Griffith. This is the Feng Shui and Bazi Chinese Astrology channel. And on this channel, I often read the charts of politicians, countries, famous people. I think it helps us to better understand our own lives and our own charts. So welcome. Hey, I am with you with a cup of coffee. It is early in the morning and woo, we are headed into, I am filming this on Friday. I am already feeling the moon. Speaking of coffee, I probably should not be drinking coffee because we have, I believe it's a solar eclipse Saturday tomorrow, a new moon in Aries, Neptune changing signs on Sunday into Aries. Big deal. Oh my gracious. So all I can say is this: given the Western astrology and the insanity that we have had with Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, all the things, right? It has just felt like a lot. This has all hit my home. Like I talked about this in another video, just a shit show of stuff happening over here with my 120-year-old house. So anyway, things are happening. We're getting stuff done. The fixes are going to happen. But, you know, this is a transition week and it starts off hard. And when we have hard astrology, ease up, my friends. Grounding practices, all right? Like literally lying on your back or your belly on the earth or the ground, like the floor on your favorite carpet or your bed, but seriously ground yourself in all the ways. Slow down. This week starts out tricky. Monday, we have a yin earth pig opposite the snake of the year in the Chinese astrology. And this is an opposition. This is a conflicted day. We're starting Monday sideways. And, you know, having Neptune move into Aries, you know, on a mundane level, everyone feels this. They just don't know what it is, right? And then if you say, oh, it's astrology, you know, some people are going to think you're insane or Looney Tunes, and other people will be like, oh, thanks, that makes sense, right? Everybody's got their ideologies and things and philosophies that they believe in and ways of life. And we're not here to judge or criticize anybody for how they do them. Now, I think it's very important that astrology be a tool not to incite more fear than we already have being thrown at us, but to feel empowered through the knowledge of. I was just saying this to a client I was doing a reading for yesterday, that it is so important to recognize how we become victims to our life when we don't know. But when we do know, we are then empowered. And so if you know Monday's an opposition day and you have to work, you do not have a choice, then we just take that day more mindfully. We avoid the big conversations. We're certainly not going to go and ask a big favor that day. We're not going to push anybody and we're not going to poke the bear, right? Tuesday doesn't get much better because we had the conflict on Monday turns into what? On Tuesday, April 1st. is a yang metal rat day, which is creating a penalty with the rabbit that is still in play April 1st. And so that penalty suggests anybody that you meet on the 1st is not the person that they really are. They are masking, or this is like the opportunity for somebody to gaslight you, to, oh, that wasn't me, that's all on you. You know, you go in and you think people are going to be one way and they stab you in the back. So this is not Monday and Tuesday, I think a lot of schools are on spring break. Thank God, right? It's like, this is the time to be in retreat. This is a time to be quiet. This is a time to not engage with others. To avoid any meetings and new introductions on Tuesday, April 1st. Things then kind of a little bit easier on Wednesday, but Wednesday just feels hard. You know, we've got a yin metal ox that feels very heavy. And it's demanding not only that we have an exceptional work ethic, but that we do the hard things. So this is like, we're just churning. That's what it feels like. We're just churning through all this, okay? We get to Thursday, not any better. Not any better. Thursday is a yang water tiger, creating a semi-penalty with the snake of the year, 2025. And again, we have the potential for opposition, the potential for loss, injury, accidents, lawsuits, all the things. Check out the reading I did on President Donald Trump's astrology for April. That's a rich read, friend. That's a rich read. Because each of our astrologies, when we lay it on top of a month and we go day by day, we can see where we're in flow, where we're blocked, where we rise and where we fall. And that is life. That is life. To recognize, and you can even bring it down to one day, right? If I ever shared with you the 4 seasons of a day, okay? And the seasons are our internal relationship with ourselves, our life, and the world around us that we interact with, and the people, the animals, all things. So when we wake up in the morning, that's spring. The impetus there is to rise, to flower into the morning. We reach the peak of the day, and the peak of the day is summer. That's the time of doing and being active and productive. As we reach late afternoon, we reach autumn. Many of us feel this. I know I do. This is my sinking time. And it's usually after 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me. But late afternoon is when the energy starts to ebb. It is the time of kind of composting the day, wrapping things up, bringing things to a natural close, and also recognizing, how often do we do this? Stopping to recognize and acknowledge with gratitude and pride for ourselves what we accomplished. And then we reach the evening, which is winter, our time of rest. And you look at what most of us do, like even a kid. Kids have to be on the bus by 7 in the morning sometimes. We are being pushed to have so much of our day be summer, right? Because there is no time for the spring, the slow waking up. It's get up, go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We're at summer. Forget spring, we're in summer. Forget autumn, we're in summer. Because after school, we have sports, or we have this group that you go to, like choir or art class or whatever. But we got to keep going because it's summer. And then we get home, you got to do homework. It's still summer. You wonder why kids act the way they do. They're as burned out as you are. Everyone needs the seasons to feel the flow of a day. And some days when we have tricky astrology, ask us to stay longer in the wintering, or to stay longer in the spring and spend a day just planting seeds and dreaming of new ideas and having creative brainstorming activities, mapping activities, right? Some days feel like we need a wintering, and a wintering day is all about nourishment, rest, and self-care. Sometimes our life demands an autumn day because something has come to a close in our life, and we need to compost and reflect and journal about what just happened so that we can better understand. And autumn will naturally lead you to a time of rest and restoration so that you rise again with the energy of spring. Friday, April 3rd, we're at now, is a yin water, is where we head into the month of the dragon. And so now we are into a very different energy. So just remember, Monday through Thursday next week is just hard. It is a cautionary tale to be very mindful and to watch your words. Watch how you respond. Check yourself. Do you really need to put that comment? Is it really needed? Does everyone need to know this is the way you feel about something? Don't poke the bear, my friend. When we get into next weekend, it is a very different energy. We've got a yin water rabbit day on Friday. And this just feels like a day to kind of almost come to a place of transition. Transition is the word that I'm feeling. And negotiating, sensing what is needed, what is the right course to take. Saturday is a double dragon. So this is a yang wood dragon. The month is yang metal dragon. And then we have our snake. So this is a day that feels very bold. It's almost like you come out of this very challenging week, and Saturday you kind of bust loose. There's an overuse of power. You may feel with all this Aries energy, you may feel a buildup of also aggression. Saturday feels a little bit like out of control if you're not careful with how you lead, whether you're leading your own life, leading a family, how you are leading in your circles, all of it. How are you moving into a circle, into a room, into a house? Just check the energy that you have. And if you're feeling like you've got a lot of pent up aggression, go for a run, go work out, get that energy out. Sunday feels like we finally get to a pause. Sunday, the 6th of April, is a yin-wood snake. So we have a double snake influence. And the dragon of the month is very much about creativity and innovation and dreaming big. And there is that leadership aspect for sure of wanting to take charge. But the double snake really feels like a day of being super intuitive, maybe even psychic, feeling the veil between the worlds and allowing yourself to transform some aspect of your life, maybe even the way that you're thinking about something. And yeah, I think Sunday, after this week that we've got coming, you're going to be ready to make some changes in your life as a result of what goes down. I think that's pretty much it. So that is the read for our week ahead. I hope that this has been helpful. I've enjoyed doing these week aheads with you, and I think I will continue that through this year. I kind of feel like everything is month by month. And that makes it a little easier, like life feels a little more digestible when you take it in month by month as opposed to planning months and months ahead like I used to. So anyway, thank you again. There are lots of videos coming out this week about the month of April, and I'll link those up as they come out. So thank you again. All good things to you, my friend. Be well.